Oh gosh, I forgot about that.
Every single time it was hard. So she used to do like one math.
Yes, that's true. Yeah, with Jake's class, they were so small. They just opened the door and closed on everything, which was annoying to me because I didn't know.
Yeah.
I requested.
Yeah. And it was like a fun day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was too much.
Yeah. She was on the video
Oh, really?
She was like the teacher.
Oh, representative or something?
And then it was...
Oh.
Is it Fails now?
No, it was Fails. Now it's Payne. Yeah.
And then it switched to her. But now I don't know who it is.
Yeah. I don't know actually either.
But yeah, we never...
Yeah. Yeah, she did not like her.
And then she said she was...
Yes.
I think during that time was when she was telling me that. I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. Yeah.
We never had.
I've always heard positive things, but
we had a good. I mean, ours was fine. Like we didn't have anything, I guess. It was just. Yeah. It was fine.
Yeah.
Actually, I will say. Oh no, that was my sister. She changed Ethan's. Why? I was thinking it was a little bit of.
Yeah,
they did a little bit with the reading. Like she just let him read whatever, and I was like, thank you.
Right.
And I felt like before that, she did some, and then the math just added to it.
Yeah. I know.
But I don't know if we were. So far, we've had all this except for this year.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, my kids had, or Jacob had Lucas. Luke had, who's the teacher that went to third grade that was terrible? Can't think of her name. I can't think of her name. But that's who Luke had. But his fourth grade year was COVID year, so kind of a wah-wah. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I was going to say, what's going on? Matthew hardly ever takes his lunch.
So Lucas does on the days that he, especially his meat days, I want to be crazy. He doesn't want that they went to the washroom, so he
Oh, how funny.
I was like, Lucas, I could say.
Right.
What are you even using it for? If you have like a sandwich anyway.
That's so funny.
He's like, saved up on him because he's like, I'm not using. He doesn't want to use
Silverware, yeah.
Which I'm like, why didn't they just do that?
I'm surprised.
So they've gone back and forth, and I was like,
yeah. No, over the lunch.
He's like, we all have, and I'm like, you think they don't see?
Yeah.
I don't know what we'll do because Ethan, I feel like eats a bunch of vegetables.
Oh, get it.
Oh, get it.
Oh!
Nice.
Woo! Good job. Does Ethan take his lunch? Yeah.
He,
so Luke took all the way, and he's my allergy kid, took all the way until 9th grade, and then there became better options.
Yeah, so I'm hoping that...
And he's a better eater now, but...
Because even though he eats solids, even though he's like, oh,
yeah.
And I don't fruit, and like he's a little more conscious of like...
Yes. Lucas reminds me of my Luke with his eating. And I really feel like it's an allergies thing.
I think so too.
And our pediatrician is talking about it because, like, even eating my food, like, there's certain things he won't try, and she's like, you need to at least try them. Your mom's not going to give you something you're allergic to. Matthew, attack, bud. But he's gotten better with age. But I noticed it. We went to Cactus Grill today. We were like, do you guys want to go to Jose Peppers? And the boys were like, no. Because last time Lucas struggled with what to eat. And I was like, I know he knows what to eat at Jalapenos. Let's go there. He's just like my Luke. He eats chicken nuggets.
But he did quesadilla.
He did quesadilla.
Finally, I was like, Lucas, he loves tacos, but you know, some meats are different.
They're totally different.
And they're not like he's used to seasoned meat.
Yeah.
And, so I was like, but you're fine with American cheese quesadilla.
Here you go, Thomas.
Can't go wrong there. And so that's kind of been his.
Yeah, that's what he did today. Yeah, and he ate the half of one, so that was good.
The weirdest thing that's been happening to him is when he eats rice, he gets pain in the middle between his shoulder blades. So I asked yesterday.
Try. There you go. Good job.
And he's like, just don't know what that means. He's like, unless they go before my reflex, which I'm like, that's the only thing that happens with. It's weird.
Is it white? Because he was talking about rice today.
White rice. Because like I make homemade like fresh egg, or I'm like or chipotle. That's really the only.
Yeah.
Or like he won't eat.
Like
Spanish rice.
Right.
Like this or something. I don't know why.
Yeah.
But he's like, because I go and he doesn't eat. We don't do like Thai or Chinese with him because there's too many peanut oils, as you know. And
Yes.
he will never, because he's like, it could be sticky if it's sticking, and it's so weird. And I don't know. He's just like, you could try some like Pepsid or.
And see if that prevents it. Yeah.
But I'm like, well, he could just not eat the rice.
Right.
I don't know if it's as much
That's away.
because he loves that, but yeah, the guy we see, he does a good job, and he did the whole thing with him. We're sticking with him. He's fine for what I need, and actually has a son who is similar to Lucas's age and has similar things.
Does he?
Like his,
Where do you go?
he's an allergy.
Okay. Doctor what? Oh gosh. Wow. Woo!
He just kind of thinks I'm not here. I don't care.
Yeah.
You know, what I can't, like, I don't want to say, but just a little, like, or, like, he'll say something, like, there's actually, hello. I said the kind of rice we make, and I said it wrong, and he's like, I don't even like that. Like, I was like, and I'm like, okay. And then...
Our allergist is weird. That's why I was asking.
So weird,
Yeah.
and, like, he was saying, Lucas was like, well, it's been going on for a while, and he's like, well, I go, yeah, for a while, and he's like, well, a while and, like, a long time are a lot different. And I'm like, okay. But, you know, just think how he approached things, or he said something about when Lucas had that episode where he had to take a nap. So for his breathing, he's like, well, did you have a problem then? And he was like, well, I don't think I had rice then.
Yeah.
And he goes, that's not what I meant. And Lucas is like, okay. And he's like, well, I meant, like, did you during that time? He goes, I asked because prednisone can give you reflux. And I'm like, maybe that would have been a better way to say it. Than, like, you made him feel like.
Right.
But he just is so much better and knows more. And I'm like.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Okay.
Ours downplays everything, which is fine, but he... Our doctor was and Luke's been going to him since he was 3, and he's 15 now. Actually, he didn't say anything when we left. And when which was just last year, I said something. And I was like, "Did you notice?" He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Are you kind of used to that stuff?" He's like, "A little."
Which I know. Oh my god.
But he was trying to hold back a smile. But he actually said nice. But he's like, we've had an allergic reaction, and we were in the ocean, and I was like, do we need to test him for anything that he maybe was in contact with? Because it was an anaphylactic reaction, and he's like, well, has he been in the ocean before? I'm like, yeah. Did he have a reaction then? No. Then it was just a fluke.
Yeah, you're like,
okay.
a little more competitive. A little better.
I was like, okay, whatever. Because our pediatrician's like, yeah, I think you should.
Yeah, what is it? It doesn't hurt.
It doesn't hurt, yeah.
Well,
But
like, just their bedside manner, though. And then, I don't know. I think sometimes he just speaks to what ours, like, what he should be saying.
Yeah.
Because Lucas is very sensitive, and he wanted to know his levels because they keep going down. He thought they were going to go down even more to where he could, for his baby, like, maybe do less. And then he's like, well, if you did it more, it could go down sooner. And I'm like, but the last time you told us we were fine. And I'm like, oh my gosh. He goes, but I'm like, you gotta like tell me these things kind of went to peace.
yeah.
Not.
Yeah, because I bet he totally demoralized.
Yes. And so I had to talk to Lucas after we got a donut.
Yeah. Cheer him up.
The guy was so weird.
Oh, he did it again.
It was their player kind of stopped it. He reminded me of Russell Brand, which, you know, now he's in the, supposedly he's being accused of things. I just have
Oh, is he? Oh, I did see that, yes.
He totally like that. So he's like, well,
The donut guy?
yeah, he's like, what kind of donuts do you want? And I'm like, well, Lucas is like glazed. That's what he likes. He's straight up glazed. And I didn't see them, and I was like, oh no, they're out, you know. And then he's like, no, we have them. He's like, if you buy two, then I'm going to give you some free ones. What do you want to try? And of course, Lucas is like, so we're like, all these donuts. He ends up trying. Well, I got Ethan's favorite.
Oh, he did
then.
try some?
And then he tried like a pink chocolate donut. I was like, what else are you going to like? And then he's like, were you at the allergy doctor? And he's like, I was. And he's like, we get all.
Oh, really?
So weird. Yeah. And I thought that was just interesting that he said that.
That is, yeah. Oh, good try. Good hustle.
It was so weird. So then Lucas is like, all these free donuts.
Good job, Blake.
Lucas, Ethan was happy. It was just weird people back to back. I just felt like after the, I never feel really great after working out. Other than again, he did what he
Same.
needed, and
Well, it must be a personality thing because ours is the same.
swore to me when Lucas was.
So weird. Out of nowhere. But she spent a ton of time. Her allergist is at KU, and she's like, I'm switching. They're terrible. I can't recommend mine because it's a children's mercy one, and I don't know how they're good.
No, and I wouldn't even, well, Lucas is in the study, so I feel like I have to stay because he's the one that he went through with him.
Yeah.
But,
Let's go, buddy.
and they're going to be up to date.
Well,
The
and
other thing, they come to us
yes,
and I asked him, and he's like, oh, well, I haven't heard that it was approved. And
it is FDA approved.
And
I was just told
I know,
about
and
it.
I was like, he's actually
Because I thought of Lucas.
posted it.
Mahomes. Yes.
Because I've been, and I follow the field, which so does my pediatrician. And I was like, just wanted to see. I'm not saying that that's, he said for him at this point, it wouldn't be as good because they don't know enough. Because he's getting more with the oral ingestion instead of that.
Right.
Because Lucas, I don't have to eat it. And I was like, there's still plenty of time in your life
To try other
try
things.
it.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
But again, I was just like, I'm just having a conversation with my medical professional that should be up to date on
Right. Right.
this stuff. And he's like, well, if it was, the medical students would have been shoving it down our throat by now. Okay.
Well, it is.
I'm like, and I don't really care like what they're shoving down your throat or not. Like, I just want to know what's going
Yeah.
on.
Right. What are your options?
Blake.
Yeah. Well, So she it's so scary, and then
Yeah. And they don't have a lot of answers. Like, she went into her, she's a teacher, went into her principal's room, and she's like, oh my gosh, like, she could tell she was trying to have her rest, and she's like, is there peanut butter in here? He's like, I ate it 4 hours ago. Yeah, isn't that crazy? And she's like, a year ago I was eating Thai food and Indian and all the things, and now I can't even be in an adjacent room to people.
that is crazy. Okay, does she any of the beans are part of it? So like the green beans.
Oh.
I'm trying to think what else, which I did not realize. Allergists didn't even tell that, but after doing some research, because there's certain vegetables that Lucas is like, I just don't like, and then I started doing research, and any legumes are similar to it. Yeah, so she needs to start thinking about what else, if she eats a lot of something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But obviously she's not when it's been around, when someone's had it.
Well, true. But she's afraid. You get to where, like, my Luke has been afraid to eat.
Stay in line with the ball.
Because you're afraid
Get in line, Blake.
of what can happen.
And then people freak out too.
Good job, Luke.
Yeah.
People just don't know.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden go like crazy.
Yes.
And it's like that doesn't help.
No.
Too. When you just have to remain calm and just talk about look at what something's in or not eat. Look at something
Right.
not eat something.
Well, and that's the thing. I'm like, my Luke will never eat something that he's allergic to because he's so cautious.
Yeah.
But there's been times he's had like grapes and it will bother him. Bananas, melons, all those things he can't have. But it's not something like Zyrtec won't fix. It's
But still though, you're like,
yeah.
I need to do more because I thought we were sitting. They have one of those screens that like pop up and stuff comes on it, and it talked about. And I'm assuming it's on their website. But if you're like allergic to pollen or grass or certain things, there were certain vegetables or fruits that you should avoid
Oh,
during this
really?
time because I think that the is on it. And I was like,
Oh, I never thought about
I
that.
hadn't either. So then I'm like, maybe Ethan's getting it. I mean, of course he's outside, but
But if he's ingesting it, yeah, that makes sense.
bananas.
Yeah.
And actually, AC did. He gets really about her, but Ethan too. And we finally realized he was feeling sick after eating bananas. And I was like, oh, it's not worth it.
No.
So he could probably have a little bit, but now he's like, nope, I'm not even
No.
going to.
Get it. It's still in. All right, Blake. Okay. Take your time.
I don't even know if she would qualify for the peanut OIG or if she's that.
No, I think that version
Get
probably.
in line.
Lucas was over 100.
Let's go, Bodie.
Oh,
But
wow.
I wonder what hers is. Now it's, because he's now finally down to, he was just down to 26. You have to get down to 2 or below.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he's come down considerably.
Yeah, that's a good thing for sure.
Watch out.
I think I've told you my Luke is, he could do it for cashew, but not hazelnut. But he won't, he refuses. In his defense, he was like, I still have to carry an EpiPen for hazelnut, so.
Yeah.
And he wouldn't eat it anyway, but. And it's not like peanut where you are, like, all these places. It's easier to avoid, I feel like.
Yeah. The tree nut's hard. It's all
But he has it down to just those two.
2.
Mm-hmm. Within the tree nut family.
But just remind him too with breads because
You
I
just,
still think about, well, I guess depends what, but my sister-in-law working at a restaurant, they had a knife that cut one bread that had nuts in it, and the person had anaphylactic. It was really bad. And they were like, just, they weren't even adjusting the one, but it had
Yeah.
touched the other, and it was some kind of
Yeah.
nut on something.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause I have to think about maybe isn't it 7th grade?
Go, Bodie, go!
Sorry. Second and third.
Yeah. That's what Jake's doing right now.
I'm gonna have to
would have been
say
offside.
have to be in the shower
Yes.
because he does it in the morning.
Yeah.
He's gonna have to be
Yeah. All the, but it, yeah, it is 7th grade.
yeah, I need to Well, I think about all the sports too. Look how many things in the morning. I don't know. How we're gonna do that.
I know. Oh,
Stay with
hustle!
it, strikers.
Go, boys.
Stay with it.
Nice job, Bennett.
Stay with it.
Over the plate. Over the plate.
And that's what you posted about her. Oh my gosh, it's just so scary.
Yeah. Yeah.
The worst feeling.
I know. Helpless for sure.
Fast, fast.
That's it, buddy. Good job.
There you go.
Up.
Stay with it, Matthew.
There you go again. Hey, good job, Ike. Good to you.
Good hustle, Luke.
Good job, strikers. Good job.